was a member of the royal. Supposed to do music because my parents never wanted me to do music, so I got into studies first. Then later on, when I had my A levels, I bounced back into music. The music that is in me, I don't know what to say, but my fans or my brothers and sisters always tell me that I have something unique.
Okay, so let's talk about your albums. How many albums do you have so far? How many albums are there in the market out there?
I have just 3 albums. Just 3 albums. But for about 8 years now, I haven't sent out an album. And I want to apologize to my fans because I know I am hurting them. But I will bounce back.
All right, you bounce back. I think that's a pledge.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's can we know your favorite track? Like, out of your 3 albums, which is your favorite track?
It's Culture. Okay, I think it's the most popular one, yeah.
Wow, so maybe you might want to a line or 2.
Culture. You've got to know your culture. It's your identity, your history. Culture. You've got to keep your culture. It's your identity, your heritage. Thank you.
Wow, I must confess, I used to like this song. I used to like this song even without knowing who exactly is the author of the song. And I must confess, I'm so grateful to have you on set today. So now let's talk about the challenges you've encountered since you got involved in music. What are some of the challenges that came your part in the course of trying to promote music?
Yeah, we have challenges, or my challenges, you know, coming from the Northwest, where we don't have good media exposure. It's difficult. That's why you see some of the artists here rush. They always run down to Douala or Yaoundé to get that exposure. And reggae music being what it is, we don't just do collabo because it's a spiritual music, you know, and it has its own purpose. It's music of the truth. And you can just play reggae music because you want to make riches, because the levity. You know what I call levity? It's music for prosperity and not for prosperity, you know. It's for prosperity. It's music that lives for generations and generations, because all what we do is the truth. So we don't just sing because we want to make money, but we sing because we want to live what I call levity, which is posterity, you know.
All right, thank you so much. That was quite an interesting input there. So now let's talk about you being a writer and an author. You showed us one of your books. Now let's talk about the book. So how many publications do you have so far in the market? And
I have just one in the market, but I have manuscripts. The only problem is that, let me go to your next question, is that we don't have a good reading culture. So you cannot be selling pork meat to Muslims. You know what I mean here?
Yeah, I get it. I was meaning to ask, we believe that if you want to hide something from a Cameroonian, you just need to put it in writing. You just need to put it in a book. And I bet you for years no one will read. So, I mean, that's a generally believed mentality. I don't know if you think same or you have a contrary view.
No, Cameroonians anyway, man is forever changing, you know. Man can never be stagnant, you know, either developing, generating or degenerating, you know what I mean here. So we have some Cameroonians who know the importance of reading. I can't just say 100% of Cameroonians don't read, so some are reading already, and so for the audience that can read, I know they will understand what I'm writing about.
All right, let's talk about the book, the philosophy
of the roots of Africa.
Exactly. Let's talk about it. What is the central theme in the book, the philosophy of Africa?
Yeah, it's just my vision about Africa. How Africans have been lied, denied their identity, assimilated, instead of, you know, getting them into the society and making them know the values, the true values of Africa. They've, you know, embraced foreign cultures and foreign lifestyles, thinking that theirs is not the best.
All right, when I look at the book, that's the philosophy roots of Africa. It shows that the book was published in 2002. I think when we want to look at our context, that's the Anglophone crisis, which started some 5 or 6 years ago. We discovered that it is not as old as this book was written. But then the reality of what we have now is found in this book. So are you kind of a visionary or what?
I don't know what to say here. You know, it's just a gift. You know, once you have talent, sometimes the inspiration comes to you and you bring it out. You don't know, you can't question yourself. Just God who does it through man, you know.
All right, thank you so much. I think right now we're going for a musical break, and of course we're going to be dancing to one of your pieces. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go on this musical break, and when we come back, we discover more about ANKIAS VALLEYMAN.
When the sun goes down and the moon shines bright, take up your soul and feel these vibes. Reggae music is for everyone. You jamming, you jamming, you jamming. Just one taste and you jamming. Just one taste and you jamming. Just one taste and you jamming. You jamming, you jamming, you jamming. From West Africa to South Africa, to Walla, to Joburg, Bamenda, to Soweto, you jamming, you jamming, you jamming. From land of fun and guafo, to the land of Kwame Nkrumah, down in the land of Madiba, you jamming, you jamming, you jamming. Listen to the rhythms and you be jamming. The rhythms and you be jamming. The rhythms and you be jamming. You jamming, you jamming, you jamming. Listen to the rhythms and you be jamming. The rhythms and you be jamming. The rhythms and you be jamming. You jamming, you jamming, you jamming. Just one taste and you jamming. One taste and you jamming. Just one taste and you jamming. You jamming, you jamming, you jamming. From beaches of Lexan in Africa to beaches of Lexan in Jamaica, reggae music is for everyone. You jamming, you jamming, you jamming. 30 minutes with stars. 30 minutes. 30 minutes with stars. 30 minutes. 30 minutes with stars. 30 minutes.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from that piece of music there by ANKIAS VALLEYMAN. I hope you enjoyed it. So right away, ANKIAS VALLEYMAN, we will be talking about your position as the president of the Association of Musicians Committee, right, in the Northwest region. So can you tell us a bit about this committee, the Association of Musicians in the Northwest region?
Well, these are the musicians in the Northwest region, where, you know, we have activities of knowing who is a musician and who is not. We get them registered and listen to their music, and then we make them know that they are real musicians or they are not, because there are some other guys who think they are musicians who are not. And then we get, and that association is registered with the Ministry of Arts and Culture. It's registered, and if you belong there, you can get yourself registered as a member of the Sonacam, where you have funds and you have some royalties.
All right. I think I was beginning to ask, how does one get registered? Let's say I'm a young artist, I want to belong. So what are the
I'll need to see that before becoming a member of the association?
Yeah, you get yourself to the executive of the Association of Northwest Musicians. We listen to your music and then we get you registered with 5,000 francs CFA. And then you do you come with your documents, with your photocopy of the ID card, and you read the bylaws and you become a member, and we attend regular meetings to tell you how you have to function as an artist. And then we have other assistants too, like if you are in trouble or you are having some problems, we can come to your aid. And we also organize events, and we know which artist is fit for this event. So that's how we function.
I think it's very easy for young artists to fit in. Yes. So let's talk about your role as the president of the association. What is your major role in the association as the president?
Well, I coordinate the activities of the musicians. I give them advice. I put them in platforms, and I educate some of them, those who don't yet know what is happening. And we share common ideas, and we organize ourselves to get copyright dues and royalties. So, and it's a lot whole of things that I do.
And now, when we want to look at the music industry, we discover that it is so diverse. Yes.
Diverse. We have people who are specialized in maybe one thing or the other. So how do you, as the president of the association, try to manage and maybe implement maybe law and order in the association, given the diversity we have in the house?
Yeah, managing musicians is one of the most difficult thing that can happen to you, because a classroom of musicians is that classroom where you find those who don't have first school are there because of talent. Those who have first school or the PhDs, or those who don't even have a certificate are there, and they have to be sitting in the same room, attending the same conference or the same meeting, sharing ideas together. So it becomes so difficult to manage them. But because God's hand is at work, sometimes I find things just moving, but it's not easy, as I can share with you.
Alright, it's not easy, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go on this break, and when we come back, we discover more about ANKIAS VALLEYMAN. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from that break. So, ANKIAS VALLEYMAN, you are the CEO of Mono Cosmetics. Can you tell us a bit about Mono Cosmetics?
Anyway, Mono Cosmetics is it's an organic formula that has been designed to treat and and strengthen and promote hair growth. It's a hair treatment oil that took me more than 15 years of research to come out with this, and because I came to realize that we Africans have raw materials here, but we don't know how to use them. So, and when I traveled out, I saw that the white people were much more interested in what we have in Africa. So I came back to develop it, and it's even traveling. They even take it abroad, and it treats hair. So it's okay. It's a good hair treatment, hair food. I call it hair food because it's natural.
All right, so with me here is ANKIA Mono hair treatment. ANKIA Mono hair treatment. I must say the packaging is the packaging is commendable, honestly. So now let's talk about this hair treatment. How effective is it?
Well, from its properties, the composition is coconut pear, jojoba, almond, and herbs. You understand that the components are good medicinal components for hair treatment. You see, the African hair has what we call dryness, or some people call it dandruff, and it's because of dead cells that affect the pores or the root of the hair, preventing the pores from breathing, from opening up those dead cells that we normally call dandruff. They need some moisturizer to moisturize them and let them peel off and give the room for the hair to breathe through the pores and to promote the hair follicles to grow. So it's a good research and it's working, you know.
Okay, so let's say I'm a young girl who is so interested in maybe keeping my natural hair and maybe looking for the best treatment I can give to it. So now, why should I go in for ANKIAS mono hair treatment?
Okay, I think you should go in for this one because we have 80% of the cosmetics that we have for hair treatment in this country are of what we call petroleum jelly products. Petroleum jelly is, let me put in quotes, what we call Vaseline. Okay, most of those products are waste products from petroleum material, which are dead cells. It's not organic. So they have just one property that helps when you apply to your hair. It makes your hair shine, that's all. It gives us a shiny effect, but no vitamins. So now when you apply it, and with afro hair, you know, we don't wash our afro hair like dandruff dreadlocks every day, and then it accumulates and causes what we call dryness or dandruff. But with this natural hair oil, which is of coconut pear oil, jojoba almond, when you apply it, the vitamins, it's organic, so it penetrates through the pores to the hair down and promotes hair growth, so you don't have any after effect like dandruff and all whatnot. It cures it. So if you are a young girl and you want to use any organic product, I advise you to use ANKIAS mono hair treatment.
All right, thank you so much. So what is the duration, like for how long do I need to use it before I start seeing the effects?
Good, you have to use it as far as you're using it for 2 weeks, you see some light changes, but for your full treatment is 6 months.
Okay, so how do I get this product? How do I get this product, and at what cost?
It's found in most of the cosmetic shops, but I want to plead that those who are selling this product should not be selling it at the cost of 3,000 or 2,500 again. It's 1,500 because I want the people to understand, to know how to use it. Once you sell it too expensive, you know how the black mine is. They will be economizing the usage and they will not have the best results.
All right, I think the message has been sent across. Let's get this at 1,500 friends. That's what the author has said. So now let's get to find out from you the challenges you've encountered in the course of maybe trying to put together this wonderful piece. You know, it's not easy to do 15 years research on a particular product. So what are some of the challenges you encountered in the process?
Capital was one of the challenges, but somewhere along the line I realized that capital wasn't a challenge to me, because every young entrepreneur tells you that the constraints they face, it's capital. No, it's the technical know-how, how to come out with it. Yes, to study it. Thanks to my chemistry at the advanced level, I did chemistry and organic chemistry, which helped me to know how to come out with this and maintain the temperatures. If not so, they can give the raw materials to you and you violate them by heating them to a temperature that will kill most of the vitamins.
All right, many thanks, ANKIAS VALLEYMAN. So now let's talk about your experience as a multitasker. You are not just an artist, you are not just a writer, an author, you are not just an entrepreneur, you are just so many things in one person. So now let's talk about your experience. How has it been trying to blend so many fields in life by one person?
Yes, that's a big problem here. You know, you are the master of your dreams, and you are the one holding your dreams. You know, I work with a lot of people, but they always fail me because my dream is not theirs. And so I took it upon myself to develop it to this level. And it's now that I have some management and a team that can work with me. But it wasn't easy for the 15 years. I worked alone, traveling to Ghana, going to Nigeria, going to South Africa for research and coming out with this product. But thanks to God, I have come out with it and it's effective.
Wow. Quite interesting. All right, one last question, Mr. ANKIAS VALLEYMAN. So what do you have for your audience? They are out there, they are expecting so much from you. What do you have to tell them? Maybe your last words?
I just want to tell them that my Oneness album never failed them. My introduction to the philosophy of the roots of Africa, the book I published in 2002, didn't fail them. My cosmetics will not fail them. ANKIAS VALLEYMAN will not fail them. I'll be coming out with the best of another album is coming now, Stop the Wars. So I want to tell them that things are coming, things are bubbling.
All right, things are coming, things are bubbling. Ladies and gentlemen, it's here that we draw curtains for today's exciting edition of 30 Minutes with Stars, during which we had ANKIAS VALLEYMAN on board, and he brought us so many exciting things. I believe until the next edition, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take the rendezvous for Sunday to have another exciting star on the program 30 Minutes with Star. For presentation, I have been Nabena Ivona, and I urge you to join us on the next edition. Until then, it is stay blessed, stay out of trouble. Ciao.
From beaches of Lexington in Jamaica to beaches of Lexington in Cape Coast, reggae music is everywhere. You jamming. When the sun goes down and the moon shines bright, take up your soul and feel these vibes. Reggae music is for everyone. You jamming. From Bob Marley to Peter Tosh, Fela Kuti, Miriam Makeba, Alpha Blondie and Lucky Dube. You jamming. And you be jamming, you jamming.
Looking for ways to hype your business. Sometimes you been an entrepreneur, promoter, spiritual leaders, business people with the big shops, fashion designers, yeah, filmmakers, yeah, with the artists where just a sing song. You make man shaku. 30 minutes with stars. We've got Prince Tobo on the table. Come and talk about your business, so the whole world gonna know you, yeah. 30 minutes with stars. 30 minutes. 30 minutes with stars. 30 minutes. 30 minutes with stars. 30 minutes.
never see your type before. In all your ways, God, oh, you have shown your faithfulness. This kind of God, me, I never see your type before. In all your ways, God, you have shown your faithfulness. What you say is what you do. You reign in majesty. Great and mighty God you are. There is no one else like you. What you say is what you do. You reign in majesty. Great and mighty God you are. There is no one else like you. Father, for your grace. You be Baba. Father, now you be Baba. Now you be Baba. Jesus, for your grace. You be Baba. Father, now you be Baba. Now you be Baba. You carry me from grace, kunya kunya kukuma, put me for grace. You called me by name, come out me now from shame. What is God done do for me? Nobody else in no feet do. Wait till this God no fit do for you, my brother. Now he never exists. Oh, this man been broken hearted, restoring sanity. What he can do now doesn't exist. Never in history. Oh, he will do what he says he will do. He reigns in majesty. Great and mighty God you are. There is no one else like you. Father, for your grace. Elohim Adonai, na you, na you, na you. Baba, 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 eh. You be Baba, but we all in my life, Lord. Now you be Baba.
On my behalf, but right now I've been dialing Sin. I've been dialing her. Her number is not reachable. I don't know what to do. I don't know where she is. I don't know where Ivy is.
Oh my goodness. Baby, just calm down, okay? You see, this is what I've been trying to say. That woman is up to no good.
I don't know. What do we do?
Baby, just calm down, okay? I have everything under